Batmobile that I've painted, and there's the base there. It's just had primer and 2 or 3 top coats. And what I'm going to do with this one, because the customers asked for it, is red pinstripes. So I shall show you how I do that. I'll be quiet while I do it because it's a bit tricky, so you should be able to see. I won't show you all of it because it'll be a bit boring. Two Corgi Batmobiles, one with the pinstripes and one without. Some people really like them with the pinstripes, others are more purist and they don't like them at all. I like both. The components ready to assemble, or buy the beacon and the tyres, which are in a different box at the minute. I'll fetch those out shortly, and I will show you how I put a Batmobile together. I place the Batmobile upside down on a couple of packets of tissues, just to give you the height off of the ground so that you can insert the antenna without damaging it, put the screen horns in without damaging. I found that the best way to do, really. So we'll stick the antenna in first. There she is, our antenna. You see that? Yeah. So we stick that in there. There we go. That just sits in loose because the cage will hold that into position. Next we'll stick in the rocket tubes. Oh, there's something stuck in that one. We'll have to get that out. Just bear with me a sec. Dug his own rocket out of a broken up bit of wood, which I think we all did when we'd lost all the rockets when they were new. Right, let's stick the rocket tubes back in. There we go. They're in. And the thumb wheel. Okay. So I've painted these chrome ready for, because the guy who wants this one wants the TV spec to look more like the TV version with the pinstripes and the colouring and such. Right, I'll just switch off for a sec so I can sort the screen out. I've put the horns in it, painted them black because the original TV version they were black, and put a black edge around the screen. Painted the handbrake lever red, and being as this is such a good quality screen, it will just drop in without any problem at all. Fits perfect. Okay, next we shall stick in the plunger for the blade operation. That just drops in. we go. And the spring. There we go. Oh, missed. That's what happens when you try and do it with one hand. I'll put that in. I'll turn off as a spring in, and now the activating lever, which is this little thing here. Can you see that? There's a little. You can just see there's a little lip on it where the edge of the spring will fit in. I'll see if I can get this in with one hand. Should be able to. Let's see. It drops on there, and you just push it down till it clicks. There you go, that's in. The next stage is putting the roll cage in. So there's the roll cage. There it is there. There's the holes drilled in it. It's painted black. It's not normally black, but this is again the TV spec one, so it's black on this one. There's the 2.5mm holes drilled in it. I just need to double check that I've enlarged these holes a little. It makes it easier to go on, so I'll just check that, and then we'll get back to it. Right, got the cage in, and what I need to do now, what I normally do is make sure it sits on the back here and locates nicely on these two front pegs here and here. But what I do is I put a bar across here and clamp it down, and then just touch a bit of super glue on each of the three pins. So I won't be able to do that filming it. I'll have to do that and then show you when it's done. Okay, well, that's the base glued in. You can see I've touched some super glue on here and here and here, and I've clamped it down, and it's settled in there nicely. So the next step is to put the dashboard in, which is that one. There you go. That's painted dashboard. Usually it's all chrome, but this one I've done different. I've done it black with the green radar screen, and that just slides in. Oh, wrong way round. That just slides in under there, clips in there, push it down there. That's that. No glue needed. No glue. If you glue it in, it messes up how the base sits on. Sorry, a bit wobbly there. And then we've got the steering wheel. There you go. Painted that one black with a red centre, and the steering wheel just sits in on there like that. Again, you don't put any glue on that. If you put glue on it, it can upset the way the base sits. The red suspension seat unit sits in, and it makes it higher, and then the base won't go on properly. Next to go in is Batman, but I haven't finished painting him yet. There he is. Got to finish painting him first, and then we'll put him in, and then the rest of it goes together. Sorted. We'll stick him in the car now. Okay, he's in the car, and you can see bottoms up. Now what we have to do is put the seating unit. There's the seating unit, painted black. Well, it should be red, but it's painted black. We put the seating unit. That little section there in Batman's side of the car, that sits between his legs, and that's why when you've got the proper Batman in there, his legs are close together and they grip that, and that's why he doesn't come out, plus the steering wheel. So we'll stick that on there. There we go. That's on. Okay, simple as that. Then we can stick the front axle in, which is this one. Put the tyres on it now. That just sits on there like that. And now we've got to put the back axle in with the tow hook and the pulsing flame. So first off, we put the rear axle in. As you can see, the rear axle has got the cam in the centre. Well, that's the bit that operates the flame. So we put that in central. Then we put the hook on. The customer wanted a hook on this one. Oh, sorry, there we go. Customer wanted a hook on this one. And then the flame, which you slide in to the hook and then drop it over the camshaft of the axle. Again, this is quite awkward doing it with one hand. Just have to get a camera stand. There we go. There we go. Then the chain cutter with the spring on, that just sits in there like that. Okay. So that is ready to have the base put on. I won't be able to put the base on showing you on the whilst I'm filming it. It's too fiddly and I don't have enough hands, so I shall have to put the base on. And it was a bit of a struggle. Nothing lined up particularly well because this one's made up of several different cars, so it's a better idea to use just the donor car complete and just use the odd part that you need. But as I say, this one was made up of a few different cars, so it didn't go together particularly well, but it's done now, so I'll flip it over and show you. There we go. It's not the best one I've ever done, but it's not too bad. I'm quite pleased with it. We've done the you can't quite see it, but the headlights are there painted in, and the decals are on the door, and the beacon's on. Robin isn't in there yet, I haven't painted one, but yeah, not too bad. Add a few accessories and you've got a Batmobile fit for anybody's collection. There you go. That's got to be worth a couple of quid, hasn't it? And that's it.